Hi guys, I hope you're doing extremely well because today I'm going to guide you on how you can prepare for your external assessment. Using this guide in my external assessment that I have in 3 months and a half, that is from physics as well. It doesn't really matter the subject. Every subject can feel very overwhelming and more when you are in the IB program. Therefore, I hope that with this video you can apply this for your external assessments too. So from now, as you heard, I only got 3 months and a half to prepare myself and to study all these topics from the IB physics program in order that I get a good result in the external exam. As you know, as physics, it is very related also with what you read, what you can understand from the topic. It can be a little overwhelming. To meet this goal, I've made a complete guide so you can do this too and you don't have to overwhelm the last 2 weeks before the exam to study all these topics. You can be organized since now and you will get the best results, and I promise you that it will be much better than cramping all in 1 week or one night. To start, I'm going to give you all the resources that I'm using that are actually free, so you can also guide yourself from these resources. Despite that I am focusing in physics SL, these resources are also available for physics HL. First, we are going to start with physics textbooks. The books that you can find online, as I did, are mainly from Pearson textbooks. He has from both of SL and HL level from the Oxford editions of IB Prepared. And these two textbooks are very good and I hope you can check them out because here you're going to find also a lot of exercise that you can practice with. Then we can go on with the web pages. The main web pages that I use and I recommend you a lot too is Kognity. You can use this page for free by requesting demos. Kognity has all the concepts from almost all the subjects of the IB program, and also you can find exercise in this page as well. Then we can practice all these concepts from these textbooks and also from Kognity using another pages that are more focused on exercises like the IB Questionbank, or also you can use Revision Village that I think that they have the both of exercises and also the concepts from the IB program. Now that we have the resources, how do we start to complete these topics and to start learning them in an organized way? Well, I suggest you to use Google Sheets or Excel first to know what are the topics called that you have to study. For example, in physics, I have to study a variety of topics such as measurement, mechanics, waves, circular motions, and a lot more. However, you can start organizing these topics, in a Google Sheets, or also you can use Notion if you have. You can access to it using an institutional account. And therefore, with this, you can then program the date that you have a variable and fix them so you can accomplish these topics and learn them in the day that you have fixed. Then you can add all this data in your Google Calendar. Why? Because here you can receive the notifications that day in order that you can study that topic in specific. In my case, the plan that I'm making is from 10 to 12 weeks of preparing myself for this external assessment. However, I'm going to give you halfway of all this process so you can have an idea of what you can also do. In the first 6 weeks, I'm going to see all about measurements and uncertainties, mechanics, circular motion and gravitation, physics, and waves. My plan is to invest from 1 to 2 hours weekly. Therefore, I hope that with this method, I get to invest less weeks and then I can focus in only revising and preparing myself with test papers. Finally, I'm going to show you something that is really important and you don't have to miss. That is, how is your study method? Because firstly, it is very important that you go through that theoretical phase when you are going to study from your textbooks and online resources the topics from IB, but don't miss to write and take note of everything, because we don't learn only by reading. We have to practice while we write and while we are thinking at the same time. Then we can pass with the practice phase. Here you are going to start little with the most simple questions of the topic that you are seeing at the moment. Then you can start by doing more complex exercises. It can be from the same papers from past exams, or even exercises from your textbooks, or also it can be AI generated if you are comfortable with that. And the last method, the last step that I really suggest you to do is to have an error log. That means have like an historial of the errors that you make, and to take note of these errors and also the solution of them. And then from weeks or days you can revise again these errors and also do exercises that are alike of those questions that were difficult to you. That is going to make you to learn faster and more effectively, because here we're going to learn a lot more by being aware of your mistakes and also of your failures, the things that you must practice to have that perfect grade that you want. And that's all, my dear friends of the IB diploma. Let me know in the comments the doubts that you have. I am planning to do this type of video also for math. I really hope that you find this video really helpful. I know that the IB process can be a little overwhelming, but that's why you have me, and I'm going to share all this process with you as well. I'm going to face all this process too, and I know it's going to be really hard, but if we are organized, I know that we are going to have a really good result. So don't worry, because you are on time of having that perfect grade. I really appreciate that you have come to the end of the video. If you want more videos about these topics, let me know in the comments. And remember to like, subscribe, and share your comments, and share this video with your friends that are also doing this IB diploma. I hope to see you in the next video, and I really want to say thank you to you, and we see us.